Hello, it's me. I'm here. We've got two concurrents. That's good enough to start. Hi, welcome. How are you? So, so I've switched computers since I last did one of these, and I'm an idiot, and I forgot to like save all my OBS settings, so I had to recreate them from scratch. And hopefully, it's all good, as good as it used to be. So, well, I guess we might as well start. I've I just want to play some Half-Life today, but like not regular Half-Life, so we're just going to play some mods. First up is that ever so talked about Half-Life 2 RTX, and Steam replaced your drivers? That's fucked up. I've never heard of that happening. I've been dealing with a lot of driver bullshit lately too, because of this whole upgrade I was pursuing. Okay, let me switch it over, and maybe, maybe the game capture should be above the background. Steam VR. Computers are weird, dude. Like, you'd think they'd work, but then they don't, and it's like, and like they work better if you cut yourself working on them and you bleed on them. It's weird. Where's the settings for game capture? Let's see if that works. Doesn't seem to be doing anything. There used to be like a OBS has changed. There used to be another panel here where I could really easily mess with the settings of these. Come on, baby, you can do it. What if I set it to capture anything? That didn't seem to do anything either, though, did it? Unless I'm dumb and it's... No? No, there's nothing there. Hmm. Well, I can always capture the display. Like so. And then Alt-Tab and it'll just work. If that's what I gotta do. Hopefully the audio's coming through okay. Half-Life 2 RTX. My new stuff can run this. So I thought maybe I'd do that because I'm kind of curious about it. And, maybe there are less fortunates out there who want to see what I think of it. They probably don't, but whatever. Ravenholm. So, I think when this first came out, a lot of the lighting was like overblown and shit, and people didn't like it because it kind of took away from the atmosphere, but I've heard that they've updated it since. So, hopefully, it looks better now. And I'm going to give my opinions on everything because, obviously those matter, but I like to pretend that they matter. When I first heard about this mod project, I wasn't really sure about the whole remastering all the assets thing, because RTX doesn't run very well, right? If anybody has ever heard of anything RTX, it just doesn't run well. And there have been a couple tech demos, like Quake 2 RTX was one of the early ones, where they just took Quake 2 with all of its polygons and they put RTX over it, and that ran like shit. At least on the current on the current cards at the time, the 2080s and stuff, it didn't run so hot, and it was like low polygons. right? Like it was very low detail just with RTX lighting. And this, they were like, let's not only give it RTX, but let's like modernify and upscale all the assets too. And in my mind, that sounded like disaster because if RTX didn't run so hot on a like by itself with a game that otherwise was like too easy to run, that ran perfectly, then if it ran with like a modern spec, modern assets game, I feel like it would just shit the bed and die. But I guess a couple games have done ray tracing since that are, you know, have more polygons than Quake 2 did. You know what's weird about this specific spot? I don't know if you guys have heard about, like, I don't remember what it was. I think it was like a blog post or something about someone talking about how genius this part is, where like you have to remove the saw blade, and then that's when it triggers the zombie to come in, and you instinctively launch the saw blade, and that's how you learn how to use the saw blade. But like, I've seen a lot of people play this game, and most of them just do this, and then they crouch under the saw blade. Eventually they do learn, you know, but I just think it's funny that Valve made a very obvious, like, thing for the player to do, but then they also made it possible to, like, upend it and ignore it by accident. Yeah. Another weird thing about RTX for me is that I feel like its biggest impact would be on shadows, although Reflections is also pretty good from what I've seen. But I've always felt like its biggest strength was not in global illumination, but in like shadows. Because it does them semi-realistically, right? Like they start, what can I pick up around here? Like when they're close to like the floor, they're very sharp, but the further away they get all blurry, just like in real life. And I always thought that was sick. And when Quake 2 RTX came out, that was like the biggest thing that you noticed. But nobody uses it for that. No games use it for that. They use it for reflections mostly, or global illumination, which is kind of weird. Because I think global illumination is dumb. And Half-Life 2 did global illumination before all these other games, and it ran good because it was baked into the map. And
they have become like these peculiar demons which dwell in matter, but in whom no light may be found.
Also, these like these modern lights always make everything look so washed out. Like, I don't know what the algorithmical difference is. But I don't. It's kind of hard to explain. But like, if I showed you this scene in like regular Half-Life 2, the color from the light wouldn't dominate the scene as much. Like it wouldn't. It almost feels like it's like a thin film of color on top of these things instead of like a. Oh shit. I'm no game developer, so I don't actually know if that's realistic or not. Or if that's just something you've got to deal with as a developer. Also, these assets, they're not quite right. And I know why. I know why they don't look quite right. It's because the Half-Life 2 assets have baked in, what's the word, ambient occlusion, you know? Where, like, the parts that get close together get all shaded, get shadowed, because they're close together, and that's what things do when they get close to each other. So, like, the head crab's, the insides of its little finger face, and, stuff like that are shaded as part of the texture by a system instead of by a shader, and as you can see, there's not a shader doing that here. Yeah, I'd think headcrabs grip pretty strong. They've got, well, actually, are the claws present here? Yeah, the little hooks. They've got little claws and little hooks that hook into the victim. Not to mention all the other... Well, the flashlight's not being very nice to me. It's apparently exists in front of where this head crab is. It's not coming out of my suit. It's coming out of a thing in front of my suit. But they've got, like... Oh yeah, I have a zoom function. And all their little... Like, every limb on their body is designed to stay hooked into a victim, I think. You'd have to ask Ted Backman, though. He's the guy that designed them. Hey, it's actually better than a Half-Life Alyx head crab, because it's got the stumpier front legs. It's more accurate to Half-Life 2 than Half-Life Alyx was, actually. And of course, because they didn't change any sounds, that's also more accurate. Oh yeah, I'm playing Half-Life 2 RTX. In case, what was the button to switch render modes in this again? There was a button to, like, turn off the RTX. Wasn't there? Or am I thinking of a different one? Well, whatever. Nope, that's the spray button. I could have sworn it was X, but I guess it's whatever. Point is, it's still Half-Life 2. It's just got like a coat of paint over it. Ow! God damn! Oh, that's why I died, because I'm an idiot and I did it too close to myself. Oh shit. Oh, the flashlight doesn't have a suit drain for some reason. Did they change it just to be like, flashlight on, keep the RTX flowing? What was I gonna say? Right, I was critiquing the assets and bitching about how modern lighting looks so washed out. And also the characters don't look quite right, but that's, I think, mostly because... I think that's mostly because they didn't use a real person's real face for these.
Who is this? Another life the same? I'll keep my eye on you. More than that, I cannot promise.
Because, you know, they've got those pictures that Valve used of the face models for the different characters, like all the citizens, and Alex, and Father Grigori, and G-Man's, I think, is the most different from the original. Anyway. My point I was making is, when they capture a real face and then kind of paint over it, they keep all the little details and imperfections that real faces have. You know, because it's actually a real face. Hello. You know what's a little funny about these fire particles? Actually, let me finish my previous thought, sorry. My previous thought was, when they model a face without using a real person's likeness, or like a real image of their face, it doesn't capture the same details and imperfections that real faces have. And you can kind of tell, and then they end up kind of looking a bit like clay. That's my opinion, anyway. I was going to... Right, the fire particles. So anyone... I'm sure everybody here has played Half-Life 2. That's probably why you subscribed. And you know how the fire particles were, how they were really nice looking and they turned off realistically? This is the RTX upgraded version, and the fire particles here are closer to the original 2004 fire than they are to like the orange box fire, which I think is hilarious. And surely there's a way they can like change that or whatever. Anyway, music to my ears. It does resemble the 2004 fire a lot, though. Okay. I wish that there was an RTX, like a something similar to RTX Remix, but with like stuff that was less intensive, like regular old shadowed lights and such, you know? Like if you guys have played the Night Dive Quake remasters, I wish there was like a night dive mode tool that you could do to just give a game like modern rendering techniques without having to do this RTX gimmick. Also, did you hear that Night Dive has mentioned the possibility of remastering games from the Xbox 360 era? Oh, is something wrong with the Left 4 Dead 2 servers? I wouldn't know. I only ever host my own servers, or play on customs these days. You just ignored the physics engine, my guy. These things are undisturbed. The quantum head crab has been defeated. I'm also not huge on these weapon, Oh, you're right. That was probably a while ago. I'm also not huge on these weapon, these animation replacements, I guess you could call it. Oops. That was a mistake. Because, I don't know, they just feel like over-animated. Does that make sense? Like the Half-Life 2 animations, of course I'm used to them the most, but I also just think they're, you know, just the right amount of being animated. They've definitely changed the SMG sound, and they've you know, redone the model and everything. Get the fuck. Need to use you for this. And these are not Half-Life Alyx poison head crabs, although they've got like scales on their back now that almost looks like a skull shape, which is kind of cute, but also doesn't feel very Valve to style a creature with resembling a skull. You know, because at this point, Valve was designing aliens that were more or less plausible. I mean, they're still pretty gnarly and plausible. And they've got little bits of keratin armor, like they would have in the first Half-Life. Headcrab's lost a lot of armor. Gmod VR, that's something I could do. Yes, yes, you're very scary. This looks like their Charpel models aren't finished. So here's an original Half-Life 2 asset in RTX. Although for some reason, its existing normal maps are not working with RTX. This one's been updated, although it's not as crispy looking as it should be. He just kind of looks like that's his skin color, in my opinion. You know, this guy... This is a great example of art style change, actually. Because this guy is just fucked up, and he's got lumps and bumps, and he's burned the fuck out. And this guy doesn't really have any lumps and bumps. He's pretty smooth. His teeth are the correct orientation, though. That's about what the face looked like. I don't know if they have unused stuff in the RTX port. I haven't bothered looking into it. I'm not too enthusiastic about the whole thing, but I mean, it's whatever. It's more content, and it does look pretty at times. And with Half-Life 2 being a natural playground for chaos and physics, it's a good way to show. They're supposed to... Oh, he fell off. This guy's supposed to have an ass on him from what I remember seeing. Well, whatever. I don't think so. There he is.
Well done, brother. Make free use of my traps, but take care not to fall in them yourself. Behind you!
Oh look, RTX Fast Head Crab.
You do well to be vigilant.
So, something I've noticed that's, quote, wrong about the Fast Head Crab is that, at least from my memory, its legs get like a darker color toward the tips, and this one's is just kind of the same color the whole time. And that don't look right to me. Also, they changed the inside of the mouth for them. Fun fact, the Fast Head Crab was originally modeled as a redesign of the original Half-Life Head Crab, so it actually has the same mouth parts as the Half-Life 1 Head Crab does. Although later on they were like, maybe not, and they made it a variant instead. But, yeah. It's got the smooth front face and the original mouth parts of the OG Half-Life 1 Head Crab. Well, they gave the Head Crab completely new mouth parts. And kind of creepier, more grotesque mouth parts, to be honest, in this, when they remade it completely. Our time. Everybody come on out. One from the side always gets you. That's the one you always miss. Oh shit, speaking of. Yeah, I've seen the textbook picture they used for Corpse 01. It's pretty much the same thing, except it's like on a real guy's face, which is, you know, worse. I think Valve was thinking, this is the gritty realism we need. I don't know where they found a medical textbook like that. Maybe they were just looking for medical textbooks. They even remodeled this friggin' thing that only appears in here, I think. Oops, I missed a couple. Well, y'all can stay down there. See you later.
Better and better. I am Father Grigori.
Yeah, this wood has normal
You
maps.
have already met my congregation.
Yeah, he looks a lot less like a real guy there, and more like a CGI character, because that's technically what he is. Come on, there we go. I remember when the Orbifold team put out like a teaser of the Grigori model, some guy in the comments was like, hey, Father Grigori wouldn't have that white collar because he's not Catholic, he's Orthodox. He's dressed like an Orthodox priest, not a Catholic one. And I see they didn't give a shit about that guy's opinion.
It is you, brother. I apologize. But no harm done. My bullet.
Okay, I'll get the guy behind him. What? Oh, this one doesn't explode. This one does. I hope that Half-Life 3 is just this. You're moving schools next year? Are you moving towns or just like to a different school in the same district? You know what? That might be a little too personal. I'll rescind that question. Pretty sure barrels didn't used to do lethal damage like that. Oh yeah, doesn't this car, like, move if you... Yeah, it's supposed to. I do kind of like how high up the fire plumes go and the crappier particle. Oh, here comes my favorite Father Grigori moment. Ready?
Although they call me crazy, I care not, for thou art my helper, my strength, and
I love it when a guy accents his speech by shotgun blasting zombies out of a 3-story window. That's my Father Grigori. Damn, okay. Okay. And here comes the fun part. Oh, let's see if the paint thing is still possible. Oh my god, it isn't! You can't paint them? Does it still make decals? Well, it still makes decals, I guess. Well, what the fuck? You're supposed to be able to paint them with paint. I can't believe it. They ruined the spirit of Half-Life. That's what it was all about, you know? Unplayable. Shutting it off right now. I say as I keep going. Here comes the part. And they're like, physics fun is over now. That is the original sky texture, and I hope that they just, like, basically repaint a higher res version of it because it's so nice looking. Look at that pixel moon. Minecraft shit. This is a nice room. I gotta admit, the lighting is pretty, I guess. It still feels kind of washed out to me. It definitely, it's kind of cool how when you give Half-Life 2 a more modern coat of paint, it starts to resemble Half-Life Alyx. Oh my god, that could have killed me. Come on. There you go. Just need you for this. And the gravity gun's making a light.
come closer.
It's harder to see his face here.
Hell, man after my own heart. Here, I have a more suitable gun for you. You'll need it. Good.
The shotgun.
Keep it close. My advice to you is aim for the head. Hush.
Yeah, he's got the Catholic priest collar when it doesn't make sense.
Rest in Ivanhoe. Move on and I will meet you at the church. May the light of be with you.
Shit. Fuck it, we're escaping. Oh, here we go. Light them on fire to, I do not remember there being this many. Yeah, damn, this room changes completely with stuff like RTX. And here comes the poison zombie. The poison zombies are my actual favorite. I just like how fucked up they are. Where did he throw that? And that sound they make. I like it more than the fast zombie one. It's freakier to me. What the fuck? Oh good, my radiator. And that sound too. It's nightmarish. I love it. I love how nightmarish it is. I hope that that other Half-Life 2 remastered project that's been kind of kept under wraps, but is apparently going to port Half-Life 2 to the CSGO source engine and do some things. Like the guy who did Half-Life 2 Update. I hope that goes pretty well, because it's going to be better, more well received than this, I'm sure. Right. Well, I know exactly where I'm going. So... the fuck? How's that moving? Weird. Never seen that happen before. They really didn't forget a single asset. Shit. That was bad. You'll notice as more fun things happen, the game starts to slow down. Oh, more grenades, more shotgun. Get the fuck. I swear that these didn't used to damage or do as much damage. Am I playing on medium? I'm not. Remastered minecart thing. Imagine if that had worked. This almost looks like the original. Looks like the fast zombie's jaw is clipping through the poison head crab. Their heads are all tilted back the way they are, so that it doesn't clip as badly. Nice shot, father. Fuck. Now I have to go all the way back. I'm gonna kill every zombie with a shotgun. Nice. Taking a poison hit around fast zombies is no bueno. Let's get the hell out of here. Okay. But yeah, this has like a similar resolution to the original light that was coming from there and on there. That's interesting. It looks similar. I don't know. It's obviously not, you know, it's different light
How
formula,
came you here, brother?
or whatever the
This
fuck.
is the wrong side of town for you. Did I not see the church? Mend your ways before it is too late.
Yes, yes. But really, if a man's still killing, is he really that big in the... The fire and explosions are obviously the best looking thing here. The best showcase because they drastically change the environment like immediately by just showing up. I see that the weapon models do not render over top of everything. I can make it clip into the wall with this. Or just like this. This next bit's ought to look pretty good too. Oh. So for those of you who never got the Zombie Chopper achievement for beating Ravenholm with only a gravity gun, I have a piece of advice for you.
Ah, there
You can close the door in that room that we just left,
I will send the cart for you, brother. It will be but a moment.
and
Patience, brother. Guard your life well.
you can just sit there and the zombies can't get in because you closed the door, and they definitely can't get in from here. Which is probably why they tried to make this a one-way, because it would be too easy to cheese otherwise. And then you get into the part. There he is. You know something else that's nice about Valve's writing? When someone says almost there, they mean it. I've played other games where they say shit like, it's almost ready, or it's almost there, but it isn't actually. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay, Z-Man. People watch my VODs. Most of the people in the server watch the VODs. Oh, it's not the full demo. It's not the full Ravenholm. And straight on to Nova Prospect, which is another one of my favorite chapters. I like the Nova Prospect section a lot. Trying to check and see if there's... This shit is really cool. It's just too bad that it doesn't, just doesn't run, you know? Like, I'm getting, like, a little above 70 right now, which is, you know, playable, but... if any action happens, it shits the bed. I don't know if I would want to make a mod where I replace all the sounds, because I like them just the way they are. I don't know what I'd replace them with. Probably something... It would have to be a stupid mod where I do something dumb. Otherwise, I don't think there'd be a point. Yeah, okay, it would have to be a funny mod. Some people think they know better than Kelly Bailey. But they don't. Look at those. RTX on antlions. They didn't style them like Half-Life Alyx, which is nice. I don't know what it is about the Combine suit charger that I love so much, but there's just something I love about it. And I'm not the only one, too. There's like a wallpaper that goes around that has one of these in it. I don't think I'd do a very good job if I just did it all with my voice, and besides, someone's already done that. I don't remember what it was. I think it was just called Half-Life, but all the sounds were replaced with my voice. And it was as you describe. Yeah, that's a normal map. It's just hard to see from here because it's so small and high res. Ah, the classic torture chair. They've reupholstered it. But it's still got scratch marks and I would hope blood on it. It's supposed to have blood on it. Can? Oops. Interesting how that works. How that was like all orange and shit in there before the door opened. I don't know what that was about. Well, this part runs the best so far. 80 FPS right now. Oh, it's back down to... Oh, RTX Barnacle. Jesus Christ, kill it. Ugh. It's got even more meat than it did before. It kind of resembles the Half-Life Alyx ones. And this room has fast head crabs. Yep. Just like that. They put debris on the floor.
Incursion warning. Airwatch reports probable anti-citizen treatment reacquired Zone Nova prospect. Ground units deprioritize exogen containment. Hold for override codes.
Pulse rifle. Here goes that one, and here goes this one. Yeah, them barnacles are something else. They can swallow an entire human whole. Though we rarely ever actually see that in Half-Life 2, now that I think about it. We see him eat bird. There's not many moments where you can actually see an enemy or ally get caught by a barnacle in the base game, now that I think about it. Happens all the time in Gmod, though. At least whenever I did it. You know, I don't remember ever actually going inside this little room. Was it always there? Am I crazy? See if they redid the skybox for this part. There it is again, that kind of warm glow. It looks like... Well, I can't tell. I think it's just supposed to look cloudy there. Yeah, it like flashes. That's the color of the gravity gun. I wonder if that's got something to do with it. Who's got time to move boxes? This part is darker than it used to be, I think. At Lion Guard. I hope these boys return in HLX or whatever the fuck. Ooh, what is that particle effect, my guy? Can't see. Seems to have not worked. This is a good fight, though. With all the holes that it can make bigger. Ow. Dick. This boy has no baked AO. Which looks, I guess, alright here, as there's shaders that do the work, but if you put this guy into the source engine, it wouldn't look quite right. This happens actually all the time when people port game assets from other engines into source. It looks weird because they expected to have shaders doing all the heavy lifting when they made the model, and then they don't. Oh right, this door just opens. Antlion boys, go! Ooh, they got him. Oh. Oh yeah, the Manhex. Well, they have a worse shader. They don't have a version of the model that has the fake motion blur. They gotta have the motion blur. I just bypassed a puzzle. Not much of a puzzle, though. 1,500 a month in San Francisco. Dog, that is not an optimal play. Now, if the HECU had been fighting me here, they would have thrown a grenade in here and not charged me, but these Combine soldiers love to rush. I think this is the default Vortigaunt model. Yeah, I think so. Hello, Antlion. Hey, they changed the world model of the revolver, as to be expected. Get the fuck out of here. Combine ball. Specifically for this spot. Oh hey, they replaced those original blocks on the wall with actual slams from the Half-Life 2 Deathmatch. What? Oh. Did I get him? Yeah. That guy died from getting hit by something. He didn't get vaporized. Oh, here they come. Get ready, me boys. Oh, shit. They made the shotgun sound the same for the player as it does for NPCs. Ow, asshole. And they made the pulse rifle crunchy. Like MMOD did. Was that the Lambda cache? Yes, okay. That's an interesting effect. It's very pixelated and shitified by the DLSS I'm having to use, but... well, the fan looks good. What's up? They bugs.
Contact lost in Block B2. Deploy. Reinforce. Intercept. Central Block 4.
Oh yeah, the Breen speech. Everybody in. Yeah, it's kind of hard to play when there's so much ghosting and DLSS artifacting, because you can see it's tougher to see anything. In OG Half-Life 2 Source, you know, there's none of that shit, so it's a lot easier to tell what the hell is going on at any given time. So intense action set pieces are going to be a lot tougher to deal with in whenever the full release of this is coming, whenever that, probably years from now. What if this project outlives RTX? Wouldn't that be something? God damn. There's supposed to be a guy that gets in my face right there, but he just got destroyed. What do you mean your usual castration ASMR? Thanks for stopping by, though. I appreciate it. Okay. Also, the flashlight feels less bright. Probably because it is. It's my guess. I missed a button, I think. Yeah, I missed this way. Oh, damn. He survived. Oops. There goes the antlion. Did this light always have lights like that? Well, it wasn't able to do that, obviously, but... Oop, that's gonna kill the antlions. Ow, fuck. Can't even get through a job interview. Yes, sir, do you have to have that on the whole time? Yes, I do. It's very important. Without it, I would go a little crazy. Sir, it's really inappropriate. I'm gonna have to ask you to turn it off. And then you don't, so he, like, reaches over and turns it off for you, and you just, like, get this look on your face, like, this really intense, angry look, and you just, like, grab his head and dig your thumbs into his eyes. And he fucking goes, "Ah!" And you... And I mean, you fail the job interview, but like, you know, you succeeded in protecting your,
themselves an indispensable augmentation to the Combine Overwatch.
Do they do the elites yet? Seems like it.
That the alternative, if you can call it that,
So many soldiers. Maybe I should have saved a rocket for these guys.
in union with all the other unworthy. Let's not allow it to come to that.
I've got a video script cooking where I bring up the part of the speech where Breen says the unworthy branches of the species, most certainly referring to, you know, everybody who hasn't been Combine soldiered.
Sounding increasingly hollow even to me. The burden of proof is on you, as is the consequence of
Are these spines supposed to glow like that? Looks kind of weird to me. Here, fuck your cover. There we are. Oh. Hey, looks like the explosions by themselves do not create lights. Go on in, boys. Show them what's up. Shit. Yeah, they're not, Come here, you. Nope, you're dead. Okay. See, this is the perfect time to throw grenades at me, guys. Oh, shit. Hey, he did. Congratulations. Ow, ow. I don't know what hurt me so bad, but I'm gonna go to the poison zombie room and recuperate. Fuck you. Worth it. Oh, the crossbow. I forgot I had this. You know, it's funny you say that because from what I've saw when it first came out, it was too light, and people were upset that it like took away from especially Ravenholm's atmosphere. I'm okay with it being dark because yeah, it brings out the light more. Where are you hiding? Shit. Doesn't matter where you're hiding, I've got the big iron. And what's good? How was Star Wars? Should I call you that in a public setting? Whatever. We're playing Half-Life 2 RTX. This is an image your laptop cannot comprehend, much less render. Where was that? There it was. The burning kitchen. Okay, your name's on your Discord profile. That's sick. Some people like me do care more about that sort of thing, so it's always good to check. Although I didn't check before I said it, so... whoops. The trains. Okay, that blew up quicker than it was supposed to. Very good. Go kill yourself for me. Grenade. Oh, I lost my grenade for this section. I am noticing that the guard model doesn't have its own shotgunner skin. Estrogen and Viagra at the same time? I wouldn't think that... You'd have to take a hell of a dose of estrogen for it to, like, affect you, I think. Granted, I'm not the expert. Nor will I ever be. But I'm pretty sure when people do take it, it's like a daily thing for months, right? Meanwhile, Viagra, you take 2 of those. Elephant dose? I bet you'd die from a Viagra elephant dose. Your cock would explode. Hey guys. Now we can get a better look at them. They look pretty cool. Is that all of them? That was all of them. The blood pumps so fast. I don't know, man. Viagra while listening to your castration ASMR sounds pretty crazy, though. It's like you're getting both feelings at the same time. Schrodinger's Pinor. Not a big fan of the revolver recoil animation. Doesn't look right to me. Any day now. There we go. Okay. This is the end of Nova Prospect, this bit right here. With the cool walls. It looks like the skybox is the same as the original, so that's cool. Guess I haven't felt the need to redo that yet. And there's the credits. We've only been live for 1 hour. Retro Boy, that's a cool name. I want my parents to name me Retro Boy next time. I think Gordon Freeman died. Okay. Yeah, dude, next time. So that was that. Now I have another mod for you. A little while back, I discovered a mod called Half-Life Extended. I went to ModDB looking for a different mod, and I saw that Half-Life Extended was the newest release mod, and I was like, that's interesting. Wonder if it's good or bad. And then I looked at it, and it looked really good. So then I downloaded it and played it, and it was really good. So I'm going to play it here for you today. Assuming it works. There we go. I actually do need to take a short break though. Both to oh shit, display capture. Oh, game capture is just working now, huh? That's cool. What was I saying? I'm gonna put display capture below game capture actually. There we go. I'm gonna take a short break. I need to take a quick piss and refill my water. So I'm gonna press this cool new button that I got called Insert Ad, and I'll see you guys in a minute. Wait, where's the take a break button? Whatever. I'll just let you listen to the music from Half-Life Extended main menu while I do this. There's gonna be an ad on the VOD though, apparently. See you in a minute. I'm now back. I hope that the wait wasn't too excruciating. But let me switch the screen back over. Oh cool, it's not capturing the game anymore. You'll love to see that. There we go. So this is Half-Life Extended, and basically what it is that's very funny, but your name is what would happen to... He's been talking about origami for 23 minutes straight. I've got to see the Discord about this. Surely someone mentions it in the Discord that he's fucking crazy. They've got Theory-Wise Stream Bingo. Admits to his crimes, drops full Uber, talks about gym workout. Mina Moog sighting, who's this loser in the chat, and mentions his medic comp logs. Bingo. Engineer slander, solemn vow salesman. Threatens to ban a chatter. Okay, anyway. What was I saying? Half-Life 2... Half-Life 1 Extended has, They basically took the base layout of all the maps for the game, and they gave it kind of like the budget of like Halo 2, you know? Like, this is like the Halo 2 of Half-Life 1. Does that make sense? They even redid the hazard course, which is what I'm going to start with and go through it. Wow, that's a little loud. Good thing I have a limiter on my my stream audio. Default. This is the Halo 2 of Half-Life 1. It's like if Half-Life 1 had the budget of Halo 2. There, I said it again. Anyway, the one issue I have with this mod is that what I meant by this is the Halo 2 of Half-Life is that it's about as big of an upgrade as Halo 2 was from Halo Combat Evolved in terms of like budget. Because like, look at this. There's this fucking guy over here. There's this fucking guy over here. Whole new model. He's making cleaning sounds because he's a janitor. Unheard of in today's economy. Yeah, my sensitivity is a bit too high again. I think I set it to like 1.5 usually. Oh, and raw input and no auto aim. That ought to do. Actually, I think I can set it higher. Never thought I'd say that. They did technically make a second Halo 2 when they did the anniversary. Anyways, but like, look at all this. The security guard, he's black instead of white. He's got the revolver in his holster. The revolver has a better looking model. Dr. Einstein has his coat off. He's wearing khakis. He has no ass. No ass whatsoever. All this detail and amount of explorability is not here in the original Half-Life. This is like a modern upgrade for a classic, using the original engine, basically. It might be in Zash 3D, I'm not sure. Can I actually use this elevator? Of course I can. So the whole point of this mod was to take the basic story beats and map layout of Half-Life and just do more with it. Make it more explorable, make it more detailed. And they also have an Did you see that shit? The fuck was that? Dude closed the door on me and I fucking exploded. I am an employee. I'm doing that again. Fuck this guy. What do you mean I can't go? I can't believe it. But anyway, the amount of detail in here is amazing. And they also have an extended difficulty which adds new enemy attacks and behaviors. Like I was playing, right? And this is technically a demo. The highest chapter they've got is We've Got Hostiles, which is like chapter 5. Holy shit, this man is multitasking. Oh, never mind, that one's blue screened. He just pulled out a spare laptop after that one failed on him. Control room, that's the one. I'm gonna turn down the audio a little bit. Okay. But like everybody's got their own. That guy's playing RuneScape. This guy's got Jesus Cristo.
Training facility. Things are in a state of commotion this morning, but the training facility software should be in working condition.
And they've got lines from the PS2 port that never happened, but they did record lines for.
Oh, I see that you have already signed our legal
Or was it the Dreamcast port that never happened?
Hereby agree to the following terms, blah blah blah. In any case of serious injury, dismemberment, toxic poisoning, burns, rashes, lesions, blah blah, etc., etc. Hereby agree to waive all rights as an employee of the Black Mesa. Okay, very good. And if there are no questions, then please step through this door to begin your training.
There's just so much more to do.
As you make your way through the course, we'll be
And it gives me such nice vibes. Service elevator. Press your use key to push buttons. What a concept. Welcome to the fucking Black Mesa Hazard Course. I don't think I played the Hazard Course, when I first streamed Half-Life on this channel, although that was years ago. They've changed her HEV suit color to be the color that it is in Half-Life Decay. They also added a lot of stuff from the expansions into the base game. Like the weapons from Opposing Force are here. Otis from Opposing Force is here. I don't need to listen to her. Those are the same. But this is like all new, all big. I can go this way now. What's over here? I'm not sure. Looks like absolutely nothing is over here. But there's also like a vent I can just get into. The Hazard Course was very linear, as it was supposed to be. It's a tutorial, but for this one they figure if you're smart enough to install the mod, you're smart enough to have already played the game, so they're like, fuck it. What if you had some fun in the Hazard Course? And I broke a vent. Company's gonna sue me for this one. One gripe about this is that you have to revert your Half-Life to the pre-25th anniversary edition, which I think is weird because that was like 2 years ago. And this mod started 3 years ago, so surely they had time to make it run on the current version, but whatever.
Under the next set of obstacles. Please note that crouching will automatically shift your...
Very good. I hardly noticed you. On to the next area.
Now we will combine skills. You will need to jump, duck, and then jump.
This part is all the same, you know, just to keep the actual Hazard Course
To get into these pipes, you will have
intact.
to your suit to make a duck jump. You'll want to stand right.
I'm too fast. They cannot contain me. There's a couple optional areas in here too that I can get to. The flashlight's about the same, I think, but it is actually, the flashlight is different. And let me check and see if... I don't remember what CSDLR is. They have an auto B-hop setting. Dynamic spot. I don't know what that is, but let's find out. Climbing tower access. A reference to that one really cool mod. I don't think that was supposed to happen. These jumps are actually a little bit tough, I think, this time. It's the Opposing Force scientist. Except it's Dr. Harold. Oh, and it's using the software mode rippling effect in hardware mode. I always loved this water ripple effect, and I was kind of sad that it's only in software. Because it looks better than the hardware one. But they put it in. They made it work.
Great work. Now there's one more style of jumping you need to learn.
There's also subtitles if you didn't notice. I am no good at b-hopping. I just never get the timing right.
Please start the lift by moving up to the...
And the very funny die to fall damage simulator.
Now that you're up here, there's only one way.
Fuck.
Find the target on the floor.
That did break though.
Do your best to hit it. If you take any damage from the fall, we will administer medical care. You will next missions like this one throughout the Black Mesa compound.
And they've also got different types of medkits. They've got the older ones from Blue Shift that restore slower, and they've got like advanced ones that restore faster.
Once the light goes out,
Here we go. Janitor room. Hey guy, what's up? Can I touch this?
I'm busy. You haven't seen a socket wrench. You haven't seen a... Do I know you? I'm busy here.
What an asshole. Doesn't want to talk to a stranger while he's working.
to spin that bridge, walk up to the
Who needs to spin the bridge? I've got the long jump and opposing force ropes. Fuck.
Climbing is not something you'll see very often, but it is an important skill to learn.
And if I remember right,
Make your way to the second one.
this line specifically is AI, and it's a placeholder, and they're going to do a different one later.
Rope climbing is not something you'll see very often, but it is an important skill to learn. Jump onto the first rope and make your way to the second one carefully. Try to reach the other side with fantastic.
There we go. Because obviously the rope climbing is not in...
Sometimes you'll need to rely on more than just
Nope, I can... Okay, wait. Wait, maybe I can do this.
try jumping this way on your own.
Nope, can't do it. They did it. They figured it out. They did also somewhat improve the push pulling, because the push, when you grab one of these, it now follows your mouse.
Just move forward against the box and you can push it. If you can't push the obstacle out of your way, you might try pulling it. To pull a
Can I, like... Yeah, I could have. Push all these together, like that. Yoimp. Nothing else works. Kill it. There's emissive textures on things. The crowbar and most of the weapons have been redone.
for the next area. Great. Remember your flashlight drains power, so switch it off when you don't need it.
The weapons range has been expanded.
Where you will receive training in firing a weapon, reloading,
So they've got all the opposing force weapons, but like when
pick up your weapon, and
when there's something like this where they take up the same basic thing, they take up the same identity in your arsenal, they let you swap to a different one. So like, if you can find a deagle somewhere and swap to it, pick it up instead of the revolver. I am a revolver gamer, so I'm going to keep the revolver. And it's got that Black Mesa style aim down sight.
you'll have to hit every target in order to
My
complete
favorite
the
part,
course.
where it
But
just
if you miss the first target,
makes you sit.
it will come around again. Try to reload during pauses rather than waiting to run out of ammunition at a critical
Another small gripe I've got. Oh, never mind. It's fine.
fire button.
Oh, I know what was up. It must have had something weird in the settings about like Discord RPC update rate. What the fuck? There must have been something in, yeah, enable HD models must have been on by accident. Okay, gripe gone. When I first played this, it used the sounds from the M4
2,
on this MP5, which made no sense, and I didn't like it. It's using the opposing force reload, though. Whoops, I fucked that up.
Your ATV suit monitor.
Oh yeah, here we go. Look at this. I can just walk in here and be like, hey guys. Cool break room. And this guy's putting his hands way too close to that. And I can just go up here.
Come up and catch your breath. You will see the blood
There's a TV here. He's eating whatever that is.
returning to its previous level.
And I can do this. And that shuts her up. She's like, what the fuck? What'd you just do? Anyway, that was supposed to black out the screen, but it didn't, so that was pretty funny. The old opposing force sniper, which I'd imagine... Oh, I can't switch weapons anymore. Okay.
This is the charging unit.
The Hev Charger.
Running low on power. Step up to any charger and press your use key. Your suit will recharge.
What's this? Maintenance access. Hello. I can't shoot my weapon. Fuck.
If you pass through fire,
Ow. Any second now. There we go.
proximity to radiation activates a Geiger counter and radiation display. Biohazards are also indicated.
And then I have to... What the fuck is going on over there? Hey, one of your employees just hung himself.
So the next
Environment. Our teams are working hard to keep Black Mesa clean. All personnel should keep their personal space in order. Black Mesa janitorial team.
lead a security guard into the next room.
And look at this cool-ass Barney.
Transit system. You must approach a guard.
Also, they've got the OpenGL shadows that I think were...
Did you? No way.
And look at this cool-ass Barney. What a couple of beastly beasts. Just chilling out here. Or farming. And we've got trains from Apprehension. Where is he going?
Press your use key to engage
And we've got the Akira elevator.
forward and backward keys to increase or
And there's a
decrease
fridge in the back of this truck.
Press your use key again to
And there was a
reach
guy
the
up there.
trend.
It's G-Man. G-Man was up there. And of course the train exists. It's got some extra details, like I think guardrails and this winch I don't think were there, but maybe they were. And then I jump off a moving train. And I completed the hazard course, and now we're back in another highly detailed environment. I don't know about y'all, but I would love to work at a place like Black Mesa. Yeah, I would. don't think I was supposed to... Oh, okay. Well, it's fine. Anyway, that was that. Let's do the chapter intro. I don't know what I'd want to do at Black Mesa. I just want to...
Looks like you're running late.
I guess I'd want to do security because I just want to chill out around the complex. Like, look at this fucking place. So as you can see, they've added a ton more detail here. They've got this whole extra area with like a waiting spot. It's kind of like a... I mean, I wouldn't have put, you know, the waiting seats all the way up here for that tram, but they're here. And they've got snacks and coffee. It may sound boring, but, like, I just love the scale of this place. It's hard to describe. I don't know if I would get bored in such an awesome facility. And they've got the security window from Black Mesa Remake. This wasn't here before. And Otis is here, and he's pressing the button. Do we know who voiced Otis? I mean, chilling out in a security room this cool, I don't think I'd get bored. I don't know. They've got a woman.
We can talk on my lunch break. Just not now.
Don't know where those voices came from, if it was somebody they got.
Hey, stop that.
There are a couple rooms specifically in Black Mesa, the remake, like in the beginning of it, that I just think look amazing and I'd love to be around. The G-Man room, except when this guy notices us eavesdropping, he says, "Fuck you," and he shuts the blinds. This laboratory has multiple entrances and exits, and it's got a second story where I can't get into. But there's some shit over there. There's an armory room. Gonna come in handy later. There's a radiation room full of bullshit and isotopes and whatever the fuck. I don't know. I don't work science. They've got a miniature anti-mass spectrometer, similar to the one we see in Eli's lab at Half-Life 2. I don't know why... Shut up. I don't know why they have this. Do they need the big one if they have that? This guy's got glasses and a fresh fade. The big one's a PR thing. The staff area's been completely extended. They've got, look at this, the new microwave room. Isn't that just the friendliest face? The fridges are openable. This guy looks like a character from fucking Better Call Saul. But it's all fleshed out and explorable, and so these guys are obviously the people that worked, these names are the guys that worked on this mod, obviously, except for Freeman, which is now over here. Here's the HEV. This guy's another janitor. This container contains antifreeze. Boom, suited up. They've got maintenance rooms. They've got a whole entire big restroom complex instead of that weird shit they had in the original game. Usable that. They've got dudes in the bathroom. This guy ate an entire pizza while shitting. That one's not enterable. There's just so much more to do and see, you know? Now I go not this way. This is the wrong airlock. But look at all the cool little light effects they got.
The wrong airlock, Mr. Freeman. You know I can't let you through here.
Yeah, you're right. But I just wanted to check around. And then this way. And that was part of the armory.
Ideas on the origin of that new sample?
Right on through, sir. Looks like you're in the barrel today.
Glasses, Barney. You can see where the original face texture ends. And this room is like completely unchanged for some reason. Like they've got a few cool lights here and there. But it's about the same as it was. Which is kind of funny. What? Open the fuck up. Okay, there we go. Case of fire, do not use this lift. Yep. The famous falling elevator is what we're riding now. But this elevator shaft is more detailed. And more here. More verticality in the design.
Have I been that much of a burden?
Some foreshadowing.
I'm slowing you down, am I? Yeah. You've got to believe me. Freeman could be anywhere. You're joking, right? Freeman, I hope you are here to fix this mess. I'd rather not say anything. I'll wait.
Uh-huh. More machines, more caution laser. Worker guys doing worker guy stuff. This thing... let's see. I don't think I can go here yet, but this stuff opens up after the, you know, the thing happens.
Catch me later, I'll buy you a beer.
This guy's face is a lot better looking. Here they are. I'm a little impressed by this one part because this guy's got... Okay, wait a minute. A back room here with a little thing on the floor. I don't know what that's doing there. It's like a motherboard or something. Or a graphics processing unit because it's got the PCIe sticking out there. I don't know. This guy here, they have diegetic sounds for what he's doing. For his square, squeaky chair. And this guy's not doing shit. He's typing, but you know. They've got a dry erase that I guess is magnetic or some shit. Those seem to work that way sometimes. This one's already red. The about to go critical. And here's Eli and Kleiner. They put them in here. This guy was an Einstein in the first game, which is why his voice is so deep. They don't look quite right, do they? And I can go up here, and there's a whole optional section with more machinery, coolant pump, this guy. The elevator doesn't spin. But it does make the sounds that the Zen elevators did in Interloper. Some more non-flammable gas. A completely new scientist model. Oh, there we go. I did some bee-hopping. And these two guys are also wearing hazard suits because, you know, they are this close to the stuff. And here's Morgan Freeman.
A rare opportunity for us. This is the purest sample we've seen yet.
Potentially the most unstable.
Now, follow standard insertion.
And here's the doohickey going off to, or whatever the fuck this is. I'm not even sure.
Gordon doesn't need to hear
Uh-oh.
all this. He's a highly trained professional. Assure the administrator that nothing will go wrong.
Yes, you're right.
All this cool shit. And look, it's the photograph from Half-Life 2, except they edited Breen's face back into it, and it looks weird. Because you could still see the outline of where his face was scribbled out, but, like, he's just in there now, so he has, like, a white glow around his head in the photo. So this part's about the same, but they added more things for the player to do. Well, no, it's not the same. The chamber is huge now. Extra huge. Higher poly.
Your suit should keep you comfortable through all this. We expect to be delivered to you in a few moments. If you would be so good as to climb up and start the rotors, we can bring the
The classic start the rotors. I can climb up another level and I can see shit like this. I don't know why this place has so much machinery inside of it. But yeah, it's here. And check it out. I get to press the buttons activating the different emitters. So it's now totally interactive, and it also kind of guides you down to where the sample goes. And it also nags you if you don't.
Gordon, we cannot predict how long the system can operate at this level, nor how long the reading will take. Please work as quickly as you can.
Overhead capacitors to 105%.
And they had a funny where a thing happens. The fuck kind of cable management is this anyway?
I've just been informed that the sample is ready, Gordon. It should be coming up to you any moment. Look to the delivery system for your specimen.
There it is. It's got a few more polys this time. But more or less, it's the same shit.
Standard insertion for a non-standard specimen. Go ahead, Gordon. Slot the carrier into the analysis board.
And immediately, oh, the bass! Did you hear that?
Shutting down. Attempting shutdown. It's not shutting down.
Miter bug, it plays the... Oh, they're dead. Again. This is about the same too, you know, you know how this goes. We know how this goes. But damn, that took me like a whole hour just to get to this point with all the stuff there is to do. Bull squids, but like kind of the alpha looking bull squids. Why they brought those back, I don't know. And a Zen room with the Vortigaunts in it. They have a slightly higher poly count, I think. And then unforeseen consequences. The room is just completely fucked, as it would be. And somehow this guy in his HEV suit fucking died. And the lasers start here. And here's the guy who saves this dude's life. I wouldn't mind sitting in a station like this. When I say I want to work at Black Mesa as security, I mean like I'd want to sit in one of these rooms and just chill the fuck out.
Words in vain. I'm afraid you have been through a serious accident. I can give you something for the pain.
A little custom sequence where he uses his healing syringe, but he like goes back to his default pose after every animation, and now, you know. And then he
Out of this alive. Okay, let's get out of here.
fuck. Well, I'm not sticking around for that this time. Yeah, I guess I could do something like that, but it wouldn't be as cool as Black Mesa though, you know? It would be a lot more boring. Black Mesa is fun. The balls are loose.
Freeman. You'll still be alive. If you let us all die, Freeman, you'll never get out of here.
They added more voice lines from other things.
Last, thank God you're here. I don't
What do you mean?
much longer. I've got to get out of here.
So, Kleiner is now trapped behind that, although it looks like I might be able to do something about it. Boom, baby.
Why didn't they listen? We tried to warn them. I never thought I'd see a resonance cascade, let alone create one.
Gordon, you're alive. Thank God for that hazard suit. I'm afraid to move him and all our phones are out. Please, get to the surface as soon as you can and let someone know we're stranded down here. You'll need me to activate the retinal scanners. I'm sure the rest of the science team will gladly help you.
I actually didn't know that you could do that.
Yes.
When I first played this, I didn't do that, and it's still, you know, he still opened the door for me. Oh, the maintenance guy fucking died. And a suit battery that gives 15. Come on, Eli. And I think the navigation for NPCs is better too, but I'm not so sure about that one. They've got different types of health kits too that heal different ways. I'm not sure what this one's from. It could be from Opposing Force or something. But or from some kind of multiplayer, but it's there. Zombies.
It can't get any worse than this.
Yes, the fuck it can. Observe. It just got worse. Oh, it just got worse. A little more lasering. This guy got chopped in half by something. Whoops. Whoops. The gibbing now uses barnacle sounds as well to make it sound goopier and chunkier. The guy getting chopped in half is still here. A crowbar. A new way of getting into this shaft.
Hey, Gordon. Man, am I glad to see you. What the hell
Cool
are
security
these
guard is
things?
here.
And why are they wearing science team uniforms?
But he's not armed. He's lost his gun. So what's he do? He fucking melee combat. Well, it would have been cool if he had lived, but he didn't. I'm on my own. Hey, buddy. And as you've seen, the head crabs are now, like, on top of the zombie properly. And if the zombie takes enough damage, the head crab jumps off, like in Half-Life 2, leaving behind... That's actually not quite the head gib, is it? It's like... a little different. That's also too big. But whatever. So now all that cool places we saw are just totally fucked. And I can teleport things. Very awesome. The radiation box is open. I'm gonna leave that one alone. Head crab. The cafeteria. Otis has race swapped and is head crabbed. They've also got different zombie variants, right? They've got zombie scientists, obviously, zombie security. They've got zombie Otis. Here's zombie security. White face head crab. And here's that armory. Let's see if they've got anything. Oh, they've got Calhoun's locker. Also, you might notice that the flashlight looks more like a flashlight now, and it like properly lights up only parts of the model, kind of. It's just kind of better, and it takes use of the OpenGL shadows to make it look like the flashlight's casting shadows. At least on entities. Reception. More zombies to fight. The crowbar has a secondary attack. I forgot to mention that it's now got a really broken pushback. It just fucks up head crabs. That woman we saw earlier is now trapped in the funny building. We gotta go. Shit. Oh, that's right, it was that way. Did I miss a thing in the armory? I'll go back. Shit. Woman has died. So sad. So this box of ammo, these are all decorations. I can't open the lockers. Some picture over here, looks like a Skate 3 screenshot. More names. Oh, some pistol ammo. And this cage, everybody took the weapons. Yeah, I don't think there's anything in here, and I don't think they'd give it to us anyway. But it was good to check. I did get some pistol ammo from it. I can bust these, but I don't think there's going to be anything in them. Nope. And now this outside door opens if I turn the alarm off. But it doesn't, like, open properly. The mechanism's all fucked up. And this door doesn't open. I have to go through the Otis room. Where Otis is nowhere to be found, apparently.
Freeman, what a relief to see you. I'm saved at last.
I wouldn't say that. Okay, well someone tried to use this and got fucking pulped by it, so I guess I'm glad that wasn't me. But the charger works. Where'd you come from? Get out of here! Wait, that's hilarious. Get out of here. Is there anything over there? No, that's just lighting that makes that look kind of blue. And of course, this destroyed facility is excellent. The tram has left. Well, I'm gonna leave that guy alive. He doesn't need to die today. Let's go through here, and a whole other section of the anomalous materials. It's got a fucking... It's got a fucking chum toad in it, baby. Look at that. We've got the toad. He's real. We've got the seizure zombie. We've got... I can break through here now. Nope, I can't. Oh, now I can break through. Dog, you're wearing him as a hat. You're not even... You're just pretending. An old battery or a big HEV battery that's also probably old. I'm gonna let that head crab have a seizure. He deserves it. These guys couldn't take care of one zombie, but their pain is my fortune. The Glock's got the glowing tungsten sights now, or tritium, or whatever the fuck. The goop room. And there's just all these cool new areas. This isn't an area that existed before. Well, I can't help that guy. Unless... Oh, hi, what's up? Oh, shit. There he is. I'm using up all my pistol ammo. I'm sure that's no problem. Security lock. I gotta go this way. In the original game, this part up here is optional, but in Black Mesa and this, they changed that. See if I can... And there's a better, safer way to hit that. What else can I make this thing say? Come on, baby. Say more lines. Say more lines. Is that the end of them? Yeah, that's the end of it. Okay. I think in, like, the OG Half-Life's Hazard Course, you can find a door that keeps saying shit that's like, no, go away, fuck off. The cold room. They don't use the cold damage type very much. But they have done that here. Okay, anyway, upstairs. How did you live? That's not fair to the others. And here's the guy.
All right.
And he should be pretty good at following me compared to in the original game, even though it's a longer route. Zombie Otis. And there's an override. Yep, he followed me perfectly.
Wounded, but I can keep going.
The grenades, they only give 1 grenade per grenade now instead of 5. That table's busted. Whoever was here had a bad day. And there's a vent for another grenade. There's just always something. Hey guy, where'd you come from? And then we, now we can go this way, because I flipped that switch. The Vortigaunt door. Vortigaunts have a new attack. That guy didn't get to show it off. I could break their shackles now, but I don't think it does anything. But it's like an optional thing you can do. Yeah. Zombie. Crab. Oh, you got me that time. They've also got even less charge time on their shit. Hello, the zombie. Back. The dumpster scientist. This time with a hound eye instead of... an expanded sewer pipe room with lots of lighting for a sewer pipe room, quite frankly. Come on, hit me. Is this not the right one? I could have sworn that was the right one. This is the right one. In this zone, there's another hound eye. They put more enemies, as you've seen. More enemy encounters. This is no longer just a weird switch that activates an elevator before you can get on. It's now a whole thing. It's not like Black Mesa's was, though. You can still go through here, I think. Yeah, here we go. And just flip the switch. It's even easier and more straightforward than the Black Mesa level design was, because that was just like a 2 seconds. I pressed the button, right? Hello? I did flip the switch and press the button, yes? I think this happened to me last time, where it just wasn't going. And I think I've got a... Yeah, it's on. Yeah, this happened to me last time, and I ended up doing this.
Minor fracture detected.
And landing in the water. So there's a bug. The head crabs are still raining, though. So you can see that one gave me less charge because it's older, and it also took... It didn't tick up as fast. Get the hell out of here. But I don't have to use that lift to get up here. This vent isn't real. And they've got the wrench, the opposing force wrench, which I will be using just to use. I've always liked how heavy the heavy swing sounded. The bull squid now does a triple spit attack and also destroyed more things on his way down. There's this whole upper bit now that wasn't there. So much to explore. If Black Mesa didn't feel real before, it definitely does now. How many hits does it take to kill the head crab with this again? Oh, just one. Fair enough. And some death-defying stunts to get absolutely nothing for no reason. And then the barnacle room. The barnacle bull squid room. Much bigger. A cool pump. Dead janitor. I can go this way. There's a cool flashlight and a box and a dead guy. And now the squid is after me. You can see he's got his triple shot attack, which he never had anywhere else but here. Although it's pretty similar to the attack that Black Mesa gave him. Except it's not like an AoE bomb, it's more of just like 3 hits as far as I can tell. There's some steam over there, but I can fix it. I don't know how far I'm going to get into this, so I recommend everybody who's able check it out for themselves. Because this is still only like chapter 2 or 3, right? Technically chapter 3 because the intro counts as 1. Hello. Get the fuck. Damn, this guy is tough. Not tough enough. And then this way. Or that way. Oh, thanks for putting your thing up. Okay. The Sodi. That was a... shit. Alright, I don't think I don't think shots from a pistol are enough to make something like that flip on its back, but... And here's a new section with new music, the Bull Squid Stealth Room. Remember, crouching shifts your suit into stealth mode. Lots more of the aliens. And some more music that they never... that's new to this. I don't know if it's from, Cool Blood Drip Effect. I don't know if this music is from something else or if it was made original for this mod. That should be... it's only 4 grenades. I must have used one. I did use one, I remember now. I used 2. But even this room, we double back on it later. Sick fucking zombie, dude. Get the fuck out of here. This dude got broomstick impaled. This room looks about the same as it did, from what I remember. There seems to be part of the view model clipping. Can you see it? It's right by my health. Something's over there and it's clipping weirdly. More dogs. I appreciate the amount of aliens. Hey, what am I doing? I've got one of these. Here. Eat it. Gotcha. And I got it back. This music kind of sounds like the Vortigaunt ambience from Half-Life Alyx. If anyone knows what I'm talking about, the part where you see all the murals and the... Kind of sounds like that, but higher pitch. And these were not barnacles, they are ropes. My god. That's a barnacle, though. That guy out of here. And I can get the crowbar back. Oops. Also, you could notice this mod is shit. This mod is giving a lot less ammo. Like, usually I'd probably have about 100 bullets by now, the way I'm using them anyway. But in the, in this... They're kind of, at least in the beginning, you know, when it's more survival horror-y, they're not giving you as much. They're keeping your resources low. I think I'm supposed to go this way. Right, this is another rope in the barnacle room. Okay. Never before seen technology. I can pull levers and move cargo around. I don't know why I want to do that. Oh, I guess because I wasn't here before. Huh. Weird. We'd use the space, though. Fuck. Oh, man. Now I've got to meet a scientist. And this is where we were. And they're using coolant again. Oh, fight him. I know who wins these. Yeah. Coolant. There's 100% more coolant in this mod than there was in Half-Life 1. Did you see that? I broke this box and this thing animated falling out back... Oh. Well, it doesn't stay in that position. Never mind. It's not cool anymore. Office Complex. One of the best chapters, in my opinion. With guys wearing more office-y clothes, too. Instead of science fatigues all the time. The two dudes. Dipshit. So much more detail all over, and you can't even see where you're supposed to go through there. You just know that, yeah, that's probably a way to go. That's stupid. That's not how that works. The crowbar mouse 2 spam. Jesus, this guy took forever to die. Get out of here. Some ammo boxes, and this one I can push. All the way down the stairs. To get to a vent. I like the whole mouse control thing. I can handle it a little more precisely to get it around stuff. The infinite server room hole. Or whatever the hell these conduit things are supposed to be. A trash can. Weird ladders going to weird places. The valve texture. Shit. Fuck. Now I have to go back. Place looks a lot more like an office complex, doesn't it? And look at how pretty these skylight rooms are. This guy was looking at a calendar. That's backwards. I can also drop grenades like in Half-Life 2. Damn, you're tough. It looks like the, Ouch. What was I gonna say? It looks like the crowbar's secondary attack has some trouble hitting enemies on where I'm aiming. Ah, Windows XP. This didn't exist when Half-Life came out. Come here. That's what I thought. Something about old-looking office buildings like this just gives me a weird feeling of, like, nostalgia. Because you know, my mom used to work before she got disabled, and she would take me to bring your kid to work day. And it was never as pretty as this, but it was kind of similar. And I haven't been to one since I was a kid, really. Never had a reason to. So far. Nice glass door. Well, I was thinking I'd be able to get all the way through this, but seeing as I'm only at Office Complex... Well, there's only one more chapter after this. I don't know. the Barnacle office room. Looking about the same as it did. I think there's just a few more details.
Gordon, if I'd known it was you, I'd have let you in. Everyone's heading for the service, but I think they're crazy.
Okay, but imagine the office without all the disaster happening, and you'd think, you know, you'd be...
You look terrible.
Yeah, I do.
This won't hurt a bit.
Thank you. Alright, now I can get back. The usual. Except it's got some subtitle, and this glass looks properly breakable as detailed in the hazard course. That's a rule they accidentally broke making these. Black Mesa Data Center. I wonder what it would be like to work in an office like this that had so much character. Wonder if I'd get bored of it or not. They've got an emergency announcement like Black Mesa did. Some more healing. Huh. The light switch trick still works. There are crabs in my vents. Get them out of here. The death fan. Busted ass. That is busted ass. Yeah, it's coming out of the wall from its plug, I think. That's interesting. I don't think they would put a vent grill right there, though. Okay. This is an office like the one my mom had, except it didn't have such nice colors. It was very white and sterile looking compared to this. But I remember it was an office like this because there was a TV lot like this, and I watched some Disney movie on it while my mom worked during Bring Your Kid to Work Day. That's all I remember. It was The Sword and the Stone. That's what it was. That's the movie I watched. And I got to the part where they were having a wizard duel, and then I had to leave. We had to leave. Just in case you cared. That's a story from the young days. They've also got more pushables. I understand why there was only one real pushable box, though, because... You know what, buddy? Fuck you. What was I gonna say? I understand why there was only one pushable in original Half-Life, because that was like the pushable box, so if you saw it, you always knew there was a pushable box and a related puzzle. What's with the yellow here? Huh, whatever. Cool fan room goes somewhere, I guess. Right. There's a way to turn that stuff on, if I remember right. That isn't it. I think I'd loop around this part. Oh yeah, they also brought back the Panther Eye from the cut alpha version. So now Gordon Freeman is responsible for the turrets coming back online and killing people in this chapter. Oh yeah, it does, doesn't it? I can see that, because there is a room a lot like that, isn't there? The shotgun.
Hey! Hey, over here!
Some NPCs.
Hey, listen, we need your help. There's two turrets outside, and the panel over here is not working.
So the turret section, as they might call. Turret section is now this whole thing where you meet these two NPCs. And it's this whole, like... It's like a mini-boss arena. Still decently easy. If you use the head crabs as distraction, that is. I didn't the first time, and it was tougher. What's up? Well done, champ. Sweet. Couple more crabs, but that's nothing we can't handle. Also, yeah, that whole part where where there's a Barney behind a gate and there's a zombie and you have to kill the zombie, that isn't here. We would have already gotten to that point. Oh hey, it's cool Barney.
Roger that. Let's run like hell. Okay, I'll secure the...
Wait a minute, I hadn't thought about, can I ask these guys to follow? Let me check. Can they follow me?
I will stay here. Hey, good luck.
Nope, they don't follow me. Okay. I was wondering if that Barney's voice line was supposed to be like in response to me and those two others showing up, but I guess not.
Okay, we might live longer if we work together.
Alright, now you get one. You can do it, bud. As you can see, the security guards are cracked now. I don't know what it is about this room that feels comfy to me. I guess it's like the kind of circular shape and the boxed-in feeling, and I don't know. That glass is reinforced more. The model isn't fully hidden, but that's okay. This is like an early release demo build. You can imagine this shit took a long... Oh, and the enhanced Vortigaunt battle. Where did Barnables go? There you are.
I'll stay here. Yeah, let's go.
I want you to die for me. It's what you're good at. So I guess when he gets close to stuff, he unloads it on it. The Vortigaunts have a new attack too, where they do their their ground slam from Black Mesa, except it's got like no wind up and is spammable and has a shorter range. God damn, this part caved in. Careful there, pal. The vending machines still work. I see a lot of people spamming the buttons on the vending machine. The trick is you gotta wait for the can to drop and then vanish, which means you used it, and then you should press the next button. And that way a can drops every time you push the button. Like so. Now it's out of cans. Okay. Some person whose portrait got scratched the fuck up, but also looks very disheveled in the picture. That's weird.
All that target range time is gonna pay off today.
There we go. Little can action. You're dead. Very cool security room with dead guy.
Mitchell, can you hear me?
Mitchell?
They're allowing us to use weapons. What the hell's going on down there? They're reporting anomalous entities. What do they mean? Listen, come out from wherever you are. Do you hear me? Get out of there.
They use the name Mitchell. Hunt down the Freeman mentioned. The hell was that noise? You hear that shit, buddy?
Okay, why not? Didn't want to die on mag.
Poor bastard. They didn't even see it coming.
This is a secret, I think. Nope, but it definitely looks like one, doesn't it? Like you get on here and there, and then that's like openable. Hold on, I need a soda. Tasty. Barno, you need to stay close. Sweet. This guy had a cool animation. And this is where that turret is. There's always a way to get in there and disable that turret. I just have to remember what it is. Feels like it would be... Oh, wait a minute. I think I was right about this being a secret. Yeah, okay. I wasn't supposed to break the brick fucking wall. I was supposed to climb using the bricks. And get up here. And disable the turret this way. God damn, that thing was turning around, ready to kill me. Anyways, hey guys, I just saved your butts and you don't even know it.
You won't even know I'm here.
I should not use that. Here comes Otis, sporting the new crab fashion. And here comes Barney with a fucking itchy trigger finger, just blowing him to hell. Careful, Barno. Well, his pathfinding failed again. Should I bother going back for him? It looks like they're not perfectly able to fall. Okay, well, he's floating. That's definitely got something to do with it. They're basically able to keep up.
Hey, what the hell are you doing down here? Get topside! I hear troops are coming in to save us.
Listen, mister, I want to get out of this hellhole. Behind me is a road to safety, but things aren't looking good. I can feel something terrible lurking around. If you want to make it, we have to work together.
So that's a new line, obviously.
Okay, I'll wait here and help anyone else.
It sounds like AI, but it also doesn't. It sounds like somebody trying to do a voice, but they're not good at English or something. It's hard to tell, you know? I don't think I was here last time I played this, which was like a week or two ago. Okay, so I'm up onto this, and there's that, and I can break this. There's nothing in it. Oh, this is the bottom of the funny fan jump. The funny fan jump leads to... Why do they have this in like a maintenance room? That's kind of weird. I don't know where I'm going. Well, no, this is just an an extra version, extra long version of a secret in the OG game. Because I remember the rafters thing and the fan jump. Now I have to do it all over again. Can I get a hell yeah? Two boards. I think my stream delay is higher than it used to be. I should mess with that in the settings. Jesus, the strength of that crab. Since when can head crabs break walls? All that for shotgun shells and a picture of whoever that is. And the RuneScape computer. And more healing. And, oh, grenades. That actually was very worth it. Oh hey, I know where this is. This is where they put the, do I have to do something to... Damn, they hurt. Security lock engaged, but I'm pretty sure there's a way to... I swear there was a way to... Well, whatever. Yep, here it is. Some new music and the Panther Eye, who at the moment uses warbled gargantua sounds. But how about this unfitting music? What the hell? Got me one last time. What a dick. This music was supposed to stop when I killed those. Oh, there it goes. It just didn't fade out properly. Or no, it got replaced by this track. Whoops, wrong way. Service elevator. Another zombie. I'm gonna ignore you though. You don't, you know, I don't need to be here. Do I actually have to escort a guard over here? Might have to. Or maybe there's another way. There's another way. That was just the wrong entrance. And look at this upgraded meat freezer. Now with 20% more meat.
No! I don't want to die!
Yeah, physically that would be next to impossible to have him do that. To have him just flip over like that, especially because he's so low to the ground. And wide. It's like having an alligator do it, or a crocodile, whichever one's bigger. A Pantheri again. I guess their idea is that the Pantheri is like the bigger, badder Houndai, because it seems to appear with Houndais. But I would have, especially because of its appearance, I would have expected it to be closer to like a more mobile, agile Gargantua. Like it's something that they made for assassination and getting into tighter spaces. Whereas the Gargantua's whole thing is like shock and awe. Fucker. These guys and their stuff, man, I swear to God. Okay, got that moving. Now I get to go all the way back. So they added an announcement. Oh, the power fluctuated too. That's cool. So they added a an announcement saying that this is where HECU come in. Of course, if there wouldn't be a transmission of that type. But whatever. I don't know if I agree with all of the things they've done. Stuff like that weird announcement, feels unnecessary because we've already been told, you know, troops are coming to save us. Quote, unquote, save us. Wait a minute. Oh, yeah. And even this room with like the vents and the skulls and the barnacles has been changed. And improved. And seismified. Bitch. The meat. Still breakable. This meat freezer is... Oh, look, it's a yellow bull squid. So I guess they just have random skins, because this, yeah, this is a different... This is what, like, more or less what the bull squid used to look like the original texture and model. It had straighter and white-colored tentacles, and that looked really dumb. So I see they've taken the texture and made it more fitting for something called a bull squid. Huh? You just take a break to snack on that? Head crabs that hit me get the shotgun. This sequence is about the same. This looks more or less the same. I think... Cool sound effect there. I like that.
I can give you something for the pain.
It's kind of freaky, scary. I can't use the word freaky anymore, man, because people decided it should be a sex thing. When I say freaky, I mean like whatever that sound effect is. That weird high-pitched shrill singing sound that we just heard.
Don't count on the cavalry finding us down here. Head for the surface.
Or something scary.
The elevators are out of order, but we can still climb. Let's get the hell out of here.
Elevator and library this way. What's cooking, good looking? Quit your whining. Wait, you're here, but the Barney isn't? What the fuck? I swear, dude, come on. Oh, is this the G-Man door? I think I missed him. And the pipe wrench again. Sure, I'll swap. Oh shit. Hell yeah. Oh, look at these grenades. Tasty. Get out of my way, please. Thank you. Oh yeah, and then this guy comes back and helps me open the door. Right? He does help me open the door.
No. Let's try this. Do you suspect some alien subterfuge behind this failure? Wait a minute, and I'll let you in.
Have to go the long way.
I certainly hope you know what you're doing.
For a cool Vortigaunt battle. There's this weird orange flash that keeps happening. Oh yeah, Vortigaunts revive each other using their lightning in this mod because they were capable of doing that in... There was a planned attack or cut attack where they could do that. Fuck, I'm getting my ass kicked. Come here, you. Shit. That was crazy, wasn't it, zombie? See ya. You know, maybe I shouldn't have jumped out of there, because now I can't go to the sign. Oh, yes I can. Hey, guy.
Here, it appears that you need medical attention right away. Let's try this.
Hell yeah, and then this guy can heal me too, because he,
Allow me to treat that injury.
Where have I seen your face before? Cillian Murphy. This guy looks like Cillian Murphy. Or Cillian Murphy, or however you pronounce it. Some more ammo. And look, the ladder goes further down this time. Sorry, pal. There's not much I can do. Ouch. And just like that, we've... Fuck! Oh no. Not all the way back here.
Don't count on the cavalry finding us down here.
Time to speed run.
Okay, let's get out of here. You are from the anomalous materials. Yes, I recognize it. Let me help you.
Oh yeah, okay. This boy didn't say those lines last time. Hey Fredo Bear, this is Half-Life Extended. They took, Get the fuck... They took Half-Life and gave it a bigger budget and made the maps bigger and more explorable and more interesting.
I certainly hope you know what you're doing. Let's... you've been wounded. Let's try this. Why are you leaving me here?
Because it's dangerous, buddy. Yeah, it's kind of like a director's cut, except the director's not the same director, obviously. Like, this whole bit here is completely new. Oh yeah, it's definitely longer. I'm only on, like, Office Complex. And there's new attacks. Did I say there were new attacks? There are new attacks. And such. And some graphical upgrades. Shit like that. What the fuck? Get away from him! Why are they all alive again? Out of here. Ooh, health. More types of health kits, more types of batteries. The weapons from opposing force are here. Like, I can pick up the wrench instead of the crowbar if I want to. That's why I was missing shotgun ammo in that fight, because I didn't go through here. Okay. It's only a demo so far, though. So... ignore that. It's only a demo so far, though, so I'm about to get to the last chapter so far, which is we've got hostiles. It's also got more enemies, more music. Oh, that sucks. I can get up there, right? Guess, well, whatever. But yeah, this all... a whole bunch more detail all over the place. The fire doors are quicker this time. To show you that you can open them back up again. I said you can open them back up again. Yeah, I know, and it's not supposed to be. There we go, see? It's a little buggy, too, because this is the demo release. But yeah, like this whole thing here is new. The MP5. Thank you, guy. And they do a pretty cool thing. They do a pretty cool thing with this this chapter that I like a lot, which is they wait a lot longer to show you the alive soldiers. They spend a lot of time with dead and zombie soldiers, so that if this, by some miracle, was your first playthrough of Half-Life, you'd have a more cloudy idea for longer of what they're here for. But, like, there's no way anybody who's... There's no way that anybody who plays this has never played Half-Life. That's just, like, statistically impossible. That was the Vortigaunt's slam attack. And there's so many optional places to go that I'm not sure what is and isn't explorable. But yeah, see, there's like zombie soldiers. Damn, that head crab is fucking... I never really liked the idea of their skull being visible on the head crab. Because that would mean that the head crab's face, or the top of the head crab's, the front of the head crab is pressed so hard into their face that it's like, it's their skull. And it works better here than it does in some mods, because that still looks like about the place where their face would be. But in some textures for this, it like makes it look really weird. I just feel like the head crab, the front of the head crab is too thick for their skull to poke out like that. It does look goofy, yeah. I think it was like a thing on the original not on the original Half-Life zombies, but in like some unreleased version of them, and some people seem to love it. But that's just some weird Valve fans being obsessed with the inferior version of a good game. That's probably the thing I dislike the most about being a Valve fan, is that everybody around me likes the beta unreleased shittier versions of their games for some reason. Like, what's up with pre-Fortress 2? You're gonna take the worst version of the game from 2006 that had grenades in it and you're gonna put grenades back in TF2 after Valve has already said, yeah, grenades weren't fun. People just spammed them, and that wasn't fun. Like, it's going to happen again. They're going to learn a lesson that's already been learned. So there's the Vortigaunt revival mechanic in action. Well, grenades were never a thing in TF2, and if you want to use grenades, you can play TFC. It's still up. Although, the community for TFC is toxic. Generally kind of toxic from what I remember. They're all a bunch of boomers who hate new things. And anyone younger than them, you know. I ever tell you I got kicked from a server in Fortress Forever because some guys were doing the exact goddamn thing over and over again? There was like a scout trying to get the intel, and this demo man kept blowing him up with his stuff, and he just kept doing that over and over. So I spawned in as soldier and killed the demo man and got the intel, and then I got kicked from the game. Like, what is this? Like, what? But those were guys playing Fortress Forever. Who knows what that was about? Shit. Nope. I got stuck. Stop shooting. Huh. But yeah, there's a lot, it takes a lot longer to actually show the military in this version of the chapter. Shit. Also, this is definitely, the sound I'm hearing is definitely from Half-Life Alyx. I swear to God we'll get to that. I like this detail of the scientist pushing one of those down. What? So this is about where they would show... This is about where they would show the soldier killing the scientist, but they actually wait on it. And instead they give you zombie soldiers who pull their grenades out. Just like Zombines in the orange box. Except it makes even more sense here because of how grenade happy the soldiers are. Also, the guy's head comes off inside the head crab again, because the helmet was too big. See, look, he pulls out a bomb, and he... Damn, that guy exploded like 5 times, if not 7. Ooh, hello. I'm gonna let you, do your thing. That's a determined-ass head crab. Even after his host explodes into a puddle, he just keeps coming. One of those turrets just... Fuck. Wonder where that's gonna land. Not where it was supposed to. Is there any reason to be over here? No. Regular zombie. Excuse me, I have to... Whew. Anyway. That say? No, it just said eggs. Okay. It said segs. My brain has been damaged. You gotta love it. Shit. Yeah, I do have an idea for a future vid. It's another Half-Life Yapathon video. I'm thinking of just doing, like, an overall, what is, you know, the theme of Half-Life, and my idea currently is that it's about... I always thought that Half-Life 2 was kind of a celebration of humanity, like a fuck yeah humanity kind of thing. Our ability to endure and persevere and stuff like that. And I have this idea that, like, I have an inkling of an idea that the reason that Gordon Freeman and the Rebels always win against the Combine soldiers is that humans are not just resilient and dexterous, but they need like that human spirit and force of will in order to do what they do. And that's like something that the Combine don't understand. And after that, I'll be out of ideas. And then we fight the HECU. And they're the HECU from Opposing Force, so they've got like these kind of models. Yeah, it's a bunch of disjointed ideas right now. So I've kind of written most of them down, and I just have to turn it into a script, and then, you know, record a bunch of gameplay and shit. He kind of looked like Kanye. He kind of did. This was 1999, right? Did we have Kanye in 99? I mean, Opposing Force was 99. The guy's Opposing Force model was from 99. Ooh. Hey, it just crashed on me. That's never happened before. Well, let's see if it crashes again. Damn it. And did it not save my settings? I know yeah, it didn't. Damn. They added a AI at the moment voice line of calling out that oh, I just shot that guy. I didn't mean to do that. Ugh. And then look at this. This guy's they're cutting the dang door down. They're gonna ambush my bitch ass, except I know that they're coming. This is something they did in Blue Shift. I always call Half-Life's combat with the soldiers grenade-based gameplay. They throw them, you throw them. They dodge them, you dodge them. Well, they don't always dodge them. This part's completely new and a little weird if I remember right. If I remember right, I'm supposed to go this way. No, you fool! I love grenades. I like explosives. I like indirect combat, I guess is the correct thing.
Yeah, I guess I'll see what I can do. Then we stand a better chance together. Well, should have said it earlier. Goodbye.
Don't know if it's worth breaking these. Oh, so it is. Where are ya? There ya are. I've got a more accurate weapon than you. Well, I'm out of grenades now. Oh, but I'm not out of these. Yeah, this is all entirely new and new details and everything. I don't think this guy's face was in the original opposing force. Maybe they were, I don't know. What did that open? Sounded like it was down there. I don't think it was down here. But it don't hurt to look. And then this is a place. This is probably also not the way to go, but it's something. Hey, buddy. Grenades. Hell yeah. Especially in a game like Half-Life, where the soldiers have, you know, hit-scan weapons and pretty good accuracy. I like to use grenades a lot because it's a way of attacking them without taking fire from them necessarily. Especially because the soldiers can't move. I mean, they can't shoot while they're moving, and they can't move while they're shooting. It's a limitation of the engine, I think. Ooh, satchels. This is also a room in the original game, but it's got completely different stuff. By the way, how's my audio? Is it too loud? Because I had to redo all my OBS settings. I forgot to save them when I upgraded and clean installed this computer. This is where I was. This is, yeah. It definitely is this way, then. You think it's kind of quiet? Alright. Well, it's too late to go back and fix everything. But, that's good to know. I have it at like minus 19 decibels as the absolute limit for the mic volume. I'll watch it back too and see what happens, see what I think. Whoops. What I was supposed to do there, I don't know. I'm just gonna do this. Whoops, I activated the defenses. On my end, it's actually very loud, but it's going through a limiter. So you're not hearing the full volume. Wow, my suit's at 100. I've never seen that before. In this first game, anyway. Probably have, but it doesn't last. It never lasts. Okay, we should be coming up to one more section of these guys. Damn, direct hit. Another limping. Yeah, if you can make them run from a grenade, you have a great opportunity to deal a lot of damage because they are not able to fight back while running like that. It's a engine limitation inherited from Quake, which has the same restriction. At least I think it's an engine limitation. I don't know if there's ever been... I guess if you could set up, like, bots, like multiplayer bots, But I don't think Quake did bots until Quake 3. Yeah, what the... It did it again. This is the second time that that's happened to me. Fuck, now I have to do this whole part again. Is there something wrong with that elevator where it, like, touches the player and it thinks it's found an obstruction and it tries to go back down? Because that's another Quake engine thing. But, that wasn't... A hundred. I've played this once before, and the last time I did it, I did this the whole time. So that it wouldn't touch me and go back down. Or whatever the fuck it was doing. I remember this part. This is where I died a bunch. Completely redesigned. Although there's a sniper up there now. Right there. Sniper, no sniping. Fuck, it went over. He exploded. Okay, we're good. Is there a second one? There they go, throwing their grenades from downtown. I'm not really sure what's shooting those. Oh, what the hell are you doing in here? Uh-oh. Here's the exit. It's really weird that they were bombing their own guys. Fuck. I don't have a good weapon to kill these guys with yet. I don't remember this part. Well, that's not the right way, even though it's lit up. The barnacles were only taking 3 shots a while ago, now they're taking 4. Maybe it depends on where I shoot them. They already figured out that I'm Freeman. I think the shotgun's better at killing soldiers than it used to be. That must be a different mod. Little Easter egg. I don't remember. Oh, I guess I just keep going, okay. Some stuff to watch. Let's see if there's literally anything over here, or if this is the way to go, because it looked like down there was a way to go. We're almost at the end of the chapter and the demo, so almost at the end of the stream. I've decided I'm gonna go for longer, even if people get bored and leave, because I need to start doing more, I think. These are places we've been to, seen through windows. Because this...
So much for the government. Their idea of containment is to kill everyone associated with the project. Judging from your hazard suit, I'd say you were part of what went wrong. Isn't that right? Now look, if anyone can end this catastrophe, it's the
I played this and Half-Life 2 RTX. That one wasn't as exciting, in my opinion.
beyond the silo complex. If you can make it through the rocket test labs, you might be able to worm your way through the old tunnels and track down whatever's left of the Lambda team. You can trust them. You can trust all of us. Good luck.
Yes, I will need luck. The ammo max is lower too. I hadn't noticed. And this door opened, and there's... Oh, look at him. Sharing a moment. Yeah, that's kind of was my opinion, and I kind of criticized the, like, differences and how the lighting looked weird, and... or how modern game lighting always looks so washed out, is what I criticized. Because it wasn't a weird thing unique to, that RTX stuff. And that's the end of the demo. Now that I've played the whole thing, you guys should also download it. Now that I've spoiled everything. It's very good, though. I'm very impressed with it. I said this earlier, but I found it by accident when I was looking for a different mod on ModDB. And I played that one, the one I was looking for too, but then I was like, this looks interesting. Yeah, we'll have to see. Although I feel like this one's one of the bigger scale ones, so if it does get abandoned by like the original developers, that someone else will probably be able to take up the mantle. Kind of like what happened with Black Mesa. The original guys behind it were, they left eventually. Anyway, except for like Chris Horde, I think that guy stayed on the whole time, from what I can tell. Anyway, that has been my stream tonight. This was mostly like a tech get the shit in order test. And I'm gonna have to plug in my Oculus again, and we'll do Half-Life Alyx at some point, and that's gonna be great. I learned from watching my previous VR test stream that I have some kind of like natural Kubrick stare, where like I kind of lean my head down a bit, and then I look forward with my eyes. And it doesn't affect me any, but it definitely is noticeable when, the VR only tracks my face and not my eyes. So I was looking at the floor a lot, or it was looking at the floor a lot because I was looking at the floor a lot. So you'd see like the bottom half of the screen of the view, which is just like the floor, and I could see it fine because I was looking up with my eyes, but I couldn't tell. I wonder if that's a symptom of sitting in a chair too much. Anyway, that's all I've got tonight. So soon, I swear, we're gonna do Half-Life Alyx, and then I don't know. So look forward to it, I guess. And I will see everybody watching, either live or through the VOD, later. Like, comment, and subscribe. Good night.